Yeah, we got a nice content board. Took us about 3 rerolls to get a board that didn't have the band goal on it, so now we ended up with a content board as a result.
I'll take it. Whatever fate makes us do to get a good content board. And we get to kill Mila too.
Oh no.
That always
I
makes
know
me
some
happy.
people. That one gives mixed feelings. But yeah, racers today decided to go a bit higher up on the skips here, doing the medium preset, which adds a few little pogos and like easy shade skips into the logic. They also decided to do random start location, which means they won't start in King's Pass, but somewhere else on the map. Where that's gonna be, we have no idea.
It's a brave move to do for a tournament race, that's for sure.
Yep.
The one nice thing about that is oftentimes we find that we get progression, like movement, sooner. And so,
and looks like we've got a Fog Canyon start here.
Well, this is a fun one.
Yeah, that's a very interesting one. It already like gives you oh, we see Moucheron already getting comboed there a little bit.
Those Umas are no joke. Don't mess with them. They will certainly mess with you.
Let's see if they survive the walk up into fungal wastes here.
I remember those.
Someone... Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Could also see someone go into green path from here, technically.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh.
The acid dunks.
Oh, looks like we're actually seeing a bit of a divergence here already. Moucheron seems to be going into the fungal route, whereas Jason is heading towards Queen Station, or just left Fog Canyon. That's usually what I consider the green path route.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but can you even go this way as Moucheron? Yeah, you need tier. So Jason got the heads up going over to the direction he can actually go. Gonna head over to either the Queen Station or up into Green Path. If I were him, I would definitely go Queen Station first.
Here, but definitely not something in logic. Actually,
yeah.
If you can pogo that Uma without dash to get up there.
Would that be in logic on medium though? Because I wonder.
Could be a mild pogo. Oh, with dash, I'm pretty sure it's a mild pogo.
Alright, we're gonna get our first look here at an item. And on this version of the randomizer, we can also get the Dirt Mouth stag check. So that's another freebie check right here for Jason. If this is something big, then he's gonna get a nice advantage.
Oh, Moucheron already taking a death there from an Uma.
And
really rough start.
Hidden Station stag. Are we gonna get a stag chain?
Oh, that would be interesting. Moucheron's having a rough time here. This is definitely the harder start to make the best out of.
Absolutely. Whenever I get random start, I hope I don't get this one. That's for sure.
There used to be an option to actually start in Queen's Gardens and be required to do the Loodles room, aka frogs, with no items. But because of community complaining about it, it was removed from the easy setting. I'm not sure if it can show up in medium or not.
Yeah, that's true. With medium, you never know. Random Man might be hiding some secrets because nobody ever plays on medium. Alright, so Jason heading up, presumably towards Green Path here. Probably gonna get Autopilot Seal on the way, unless he's really feeling skipping that.
Unless he autopilots past it.
Yeah, hence the name.
It's very easy to actually walk past that check, because you have to think, oh, I have to go out of my way to get this item, and then backtrack. Oh, okay.
Jason playing with fire. Getting away with it. This whole area, Fog Canyon, with the Umas and then the Luma flies here in this screen, it's just a scary place to be when you don't have movement options and your HP is low.
Yeah, honestly, I thought 3 Umas of a minion charm would have been the most content, but this is the most content right here.
Absolutely. Not even grabbing the lifeblood. What a brave soul.
He'll be fine. He's only got a short few steps here before he gets into green path.
All right, Moucheron gonna be following up here on the Dirtmouth stag check. Just a little bit behind. Finally got out of that difficult starting location though, so hopefully he'll be doing all right from here on.
Yeah, I imagine Moucheron's just gonna follow Jason around for a while here. We're not really seeing many options to diverge, so to say. Moucheron trying to leave. But unfortunately, since Dirtmouth Stag is randomized, which means actually that door is randomized, you cannot leave, even though you can take the stag to Dirtmouth.
So, because shade skips are in logic, that means that right now, from where Jason is, going to Massive Moss Charger would also be a decent play, right?
Yeah, I mean, it should be in logic here, actually.
Yeah. It's
Although
kind of a
this one
slow check, though.
It takes a little while, yeah.
But the Geo, Conra. Don't you love the Geo?
Well, for now, it doesn't look like they really need that Geo, but we'll see what happens once they get like 3 more stacks.
Absolutely.
Sure love me some stack chains.
It's one of the
Yeah,
harder things about Rando in general, like on these bingo races at the very beginning when you don't have money and you have to go and do the stag checks, and then there's stuff in shops, and it's like juggling all that management of your geo is always very important early on. And I've made plenty of bad decisions in my time of buying something that I didn't need and then being unable to afford progression.
Yeah, geo management early on definitely not something a lot of people are comfortable with. When it's not when you don't have like shops involved very early, and like in their case right now, since they have random start on and they're not seeing Dirtmouth for now, it's a bit easier because you have static geo costs for everything, so you know how much you're expected to pay in the current area that you're in. Shop prices being random, you can't quite predict that, so the best you can really do is just get enough geo to where the cap won't bother you, which I believe is 500 for like charms and skills. Could be wrong though.
Jason showing off his mad pogo skills on that Moss Knight, taking it down with no trouble.
Yeah, that was a very nice skill actually.
It's one of those fights where you're usually used to having at least like a spell, but in Rando you have to learn how to fight them with just your nail.
Usually comes down to pogoing them, but it's mostly because on this patch, Moss Knights have a way larger hitbox than they do in older patches for some strange reason.
Oh, really?
So
I didn't even know that.
Even just coming close to them just results in you getting hit most of the time.
That explains a few things.
I think they just have a stronger presence, honestly. Alright, we got a Charm Notch here for Jason. I don't remember if that was on this board. I've seen like 3 boards prior to this one, so I might be mistaking some goals here. Oh, and there's an early VS. I like that. That's actually on the board, and he does in fact mark it.
Alright, so Jason going up to an early 1-0 lead. And gonna opt for the Hornet fight.
Well deserved really, since he did have the lead with Moucheron's death there.
Yeah.
Now VS, well, technically could get him into Fungal and as a result crossroads, but that's actually not in medium logic since it is a fireball skip.
And on my mind, it's also usable right now. If Jason ends this fight with 9 soul, could very well get over to the Lake of Uncheck for the bingo goal. Or not the check,
Oh,
but
yeah.
just the goal.
Looks like he didn't choose to do that though.
Because it is doable with the air stalls. Finding the Stag Nest Stag, though, that is going to get us back to the beginning of the game, to Dirt
Oh yeah,
Mouth
that gets him basically
from cliffs.
anything. It also makes checking Boulder Shell easier. I was going to mention that Boulder Shell is technically in logic now by shade skipping there, but since he found
Oh,
Stagnus, he doesn't even need to do that now.
I never would have thought about that with the shade skip.
It's also that Cliffs is a very dense area in general, and it's very fast to get checks here, so Jason might as well find something here. And even if he doesn't, he can just head straight to Dirtmouth and get a lot of items from there.
Moucheron opting to save the grub. Noble player.
He's a grub friend, you gotta respect that. Oh, and Jason missing that platform, but it's okay. You only need one Vengefly Pogo to get up on this end, and he can get the bench and the Nail Master this way anyway.
Probably wanted to do this check before going to Dirtmouth anyway.
Yep, that was not a miss, that was intended. Completely intended. Oh, and it's Dream Nail. That's actually nice. Got a few Dream Warriors on this board, actually.
Also, fun fact, he picked up Dream Wielder not very long ago, so could see some awesome Dream Wielding, Vengeful Spirit action.
Oh yeah, definitely. Dream Wielder is a really good charm to use.
I have learned that with true ending runs.
Now you see, in true ending runs, Dream Wielder is a good charm to use if you overcharm it, you wuss.
I am not a... Oh, I am a wuss. Jason having no trouble with those pogos off the Vengeflies to get out of cliffs. Now we are heading on the path through King's Pass over to Dirtmouth.
Now we're in King's Pass, people, right? So we're gonna be seeing vanilla gameplay for a while here. I believe Moucheron might just follow Jason here.
Honestly, it's the best play to make at the moment, I would think.
Cliffs is a tempting area to check, and even if you don't check Cliffs, it gives you easy Dirtmouth access, so you definitely would want to go there, I imagine.
Just getting access to all the shops is just so powerful.
Yeah, and as it is right now, not much they can even rush in terms of goals anyway. Most of the goals they can get, like the only one that they could technically get right now is Visit Lake of Honor Blue Lake, but as we've seen, none of them really went for that one.
Maybe one of them is going to show off the awesome shade skip with fireball only to get to Blue Lake. Give us the content, people.
I'd be down for some content. But yeah, I imagine we're just going to be seeing a lot of checking around for things here until they find the one item that unlocks everything.
Not opting to skip the Fury check.
Get some Geo. That's actually nice. He did spend some earlier, and he's coming up to a bunch of shops here anyway. I believe Moucheron actually killed Vengefly King, so he's got a bit more Geo over Jason here.
Hey Kanya, guess what?
Hmm.
Elder Bug is a cool dude.
He really is. Coolest dude in town. Zelda selling Slice Key.
Wonder where she got that from.
Oh, and Moucheron doesn't seem to be quite informed on this Vengefly Pogo, I think. That's not good. I believe there's a platform here to get up. I'm not sure if that's on medium. Oh no, there it is, yeah. Okay. So yeah, technically he doesn't need the Vengefly Pogo. Where is he going? Why are you killing
fight? Let's go.
I mean, I respect it, but he's like one of the few Dream Warriors that are actually not on the sport.
Well, maybe that essence will be valuable later. Honestly, kind of surprised Jason didn't check grubs on the way down here. That would have been an maybe some good information to get, but maybe he's just in a big hurry to find progression and is hoping to get a jump on his opponent.
Yeah, I believe Jason is basically just playing the normal game right now. Kind of just a meta route here, which is going for crossroads, probably killing False Knight. We might see him maybe choose to go for Sly and Salubra early on. Especially with Fireball, he could technically Fireball skip over to Salubra, although it's a bit tight.
If he's
Definitely
playing
not
on
free.
keyboard, it's absolutely impossible.
Yep, that I know he is.
Despite the fact that I've done it a couple of times, it's definitely impossible. Let's see, Moucheron not going towards Dirtmouth here, actually going for the rest of Cliffs. This could pay off for him if progression ends up being on this side of the map.
Yeah, this is nice. Oh, there's hauling rates there for Jason. Now that would make the Salubra skip that much easier.
Oh yeah, for
No
sure.
longer needs to turn around.
Also, that False Knight kill is going to be super fast now.
Yep, and he's going down. Alright. Moucheron finding an egg for his efforts. Looks like he might be lighting the lantern here.
Ooh, that's actually cool that he can do that already. With that early
cool.
dream
It
mail.
does take a long time to do this, so...
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe his little gamble here pays off.
Jason murdering an innocent Gruzmother. You hate to see it. Oh, not the children, too. Jason.
Alright, looks like he's getting soul, so he is going to attempt this skip over to Salubra. We'll see how he does with it.
Definitely a good play, especially with Wraiths.
This would have been a good place to have Dreamwilder on. Oh, he got a nice jump there, but I think he backed off. Oh, that was really close.
He has Dream Nail. He can just do this over and over.
Yeah, would have definitely been really fast with Dreamwilder. I wonder if he's just gonna shade skip it instead. Looks like it.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, although this guy being on the far left side is kind of annoying, since he does have to die on the right side, or else his shade spawns in the Grozmother arena. Thankfully, this particular enemy moves fast enough.
And he's also informed, so he lures it over there.
Yep. Looks like we're seeing that boulder shell check from Moucheron too.
Gotta love the Balder Shell check. And we
Oh,
get
and it's a random goal.
Twister. Let's go.
Yep. And he takes it off. Very nice. Spell Twister is also a very nice charm, actually. Would imagine he just rocks Dreamwilder, Spell Twister for the rest of the seed until Shaman shows up.
That's gonna give him even an additional Fireball or Fireball skips.
That was an interesting setup from Jason, to say the least. Oh, and there's a dash and dive at Sombra. Both affordable too. Although it looks like Jason chooses to leave dive behind for now. Yeah, and he's rushing that Lakeavon goal.
Smart heads-up play. He's paying attention to the goals on the board.
Yep. Moucheron slowly following here. We'll see if that Grim Lantern that he lit has anything for him.
So right now, Jason's looking in really good position, but if this ends up being something big at Grim Lantern, could be good for Moucheron.
Yeah, dive is definitely useful for this board, but not immediately.
I'm going to see what Sly has for sale today.
A lot of Geo.
Man, it's loaded.
Although it's not like the big chests, it is still about 400 something.
That should get Jason his dive though.
Yeah, that's a nice boost.
So this early on, Jason's already got level 1 of each spell. That's actually
Very
pretty
nice that
powerful.
Salubra had really cheap dash and dive too.
So Jason's got to be feeling good about his position at the moment.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Looks
Wonder
like
if
we're
Moucheron
gonna...
will check False Knight here. Either way, we'll be seeing one extra check here that Jason didn't do from Moucheron.
I'm also curious to see grubs, because Moucheron's already collected 2 of those. Might this be one of those seeds where we get, like, Mantis Claw at 1 grub or something?
Those are always great. Medium, I believe grub tolerance is like 2. Oh, and there's a love key
Ooh.
hiding in the Grim Tent.
That's
Seem... Oh! That's another
Crystal
gold
Heart.
for Jason coming up there. Close your eyes, people. Cover your ears.
Open your eyes and your ears. Delight in the glory of what you're about to see. Best moment of the game.
Turn up the volume.
I like what Jet's thinking.
F.
F. Alright, well, Jason's certainly taken advantage of the movement sets that he's found. And we've already found C-Dash, Dive, Mothwing Cloak, and this seed is dare I say, baby seed?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it baby seed. They have a few options with the little horizontal movement they've got right now, but we still need that vertical movement. And there's the 9 grub Mantis Claw.
9.
5 grub
That's...
Kingsbrand too. And
Ooh.
2 grubs Lantern, alright.
Grubs are actually useful here. We'll see how long it takes for Jason to check those.
Yeah, there's our kinda cheap vertical movement there. Oh, and Moucheron might be killing No Ice here with that Lantern. That's actually nice.
Yeah, absolutely. No Eyes, everyone's favorite boss. Not annoying at all.
But yeah, with the options that Jason has right now, he has a few checks he can do, so depending on what those are, we might be seeing him just go around for a while looking for anything. Although horizontal movement is nice since you go fast with it and all.
Looks like we're gonna see a leg eater check, so we're gonna get all 4 of those shops scouted out, which is always smart because shops can oftentimes just give you something, as Salubra has this seed already.
Yeah, I wonder when Moucheron's gonna be checking that, honestly. For now, he's getting a goal, which is nice for him. Jason talking to leg eater from the right side. Oh, and there's 2 journals there, as far as I could see.
So not much at leg eater.
Relevant for the goal, at least. Probably won't be seeing them bought for a while, though.
I was just thinking in my head, I'm so used to easy logic, but because the shade skips are in logic with this, that would mean that what Salubra had for sale was the intended progression, right? Most likely.
I mean, yeah, we know shops can't have duplicate items in them, so we know that the dive and dash were definitely, like, actual real items.
Green Path stack.
But yeah, they are playing on medium logic, which means they have shade skips and mild skips turned on. Mild skips usually implies some sort of basic enemy pogos that are otherwise too hard to be in easy logic. Most enemy pogos are like that nowadays.
Pogoing enemies, it's just something that you can't do very well, right? It's hard. Except when it's easy. But
Yep,
even
looks like
then...
we're seeing a False Knight check here from Jason. You know, this is a long noise fight. There we go. Just as I said that.
Jason low on HP. Don't do the thing, Jason.
It's okay, I'm sure this is not a thing that Jason would ever do, such as dying to False Knight. It's not like this has ever happened before.
No, never.
Also has never been proven to be a tournament-winning strategy. Oh, did Moucheron actually skip the noise check? Oh no.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Not sure if he didn't. I was too focused on watching Jason not die to False Knight.
Thank goodness. Ram pass.
Oh, that's another random goal.
Another
Jason's
random goal.
got some nice luck going on. I'm sure I'm starting on that grub hunt too for the claw. I like that. He will be taking a while to get it, but if Jason doesn't run into other vertical movement and like skips grubs, then this could be really strong for Moucheron.
Yeah, I wonder if Jason's going to check that. With Trampass, he may opt to just go over to Resting Grounds and then go into Crypts.
Oh, and there's Dwingate too. Yeah, it looks like that's actually what he's doing, so he won't be checking grubs for a while.
Also skipping the Ancestral Mound Soulcatcher check.
He's in rush mode. I'm not sure what he's hoping to rush in right side though. Maybe he just wants to start buying out the journals by selling to Lim. Or he just wants to get the dense checks in right side. I don't believe he can reach any goals there yet. Markov would be reachable if he had Ismosteer.
And Shade Cloak.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes
Fortunately, Rock would be reachable for the same reason. But
Yeah.
so far, I don't think he can actually get anything.
Sometimes when I
Although-
play this, I just like to try to like expand my options on the map. So it's like if I am gonna do checks, I might as well just head right side. So that way, if I find some more movement, then I'm already ready to go.
If he really wanted to, he could actually get Gom and Garpy journal entries with Trampass and going to lower Tram into Deepness. You can
Yeah,
actually
that's true.
get that journal entry.
Good call.
It is a long ways though, so I'm not sure if he'd rather do that or just getting checks. I imagine he might head there while doing checks.
Yeah, it'd probably be a good thing to do as you get things on the way, but not necessarily just to rush for it.
Getting that early 0 kill here.
Well, he knows he's going to be getting the Dream Nail cutscene in a moment, and so he's going to have access to Essence, so he might as well get some just in case.
Yep. Moucheron choosing to do False Knight here over Shops. He's only at 3 grubs, so we'll see what he chooses to do after this. He's definitely running low on options.
I guess a lot of this comes down to how informed Moucheron is on the medium skip stuff. If he knows that Salubra is an option already, then he will think to do that pretty soon, I imagine.
Hopefully. Would be nice to see him catch up a little bit here. Provide us some nice content. Some nice and careful dream platforms from Jason here.
Hey, those platforms are scary, especially when you don't have claw or wings.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely the hardest boss in the game.
Finding another King's Idol. That's money for later.
Okay, we got a nice nail art there. Oh, now Moucheron actually knows that he's following Jason too with that Trampass. Oh, and there's Shaman too.
Shopping. That's pretty nice.
Cheap journal. Could see that one getting picked up. Another nail art.
Wow. NMG people arrived now.
NMG.
Not quite yet.
Well, two of them at Essence. Who knows?
With the dream bosses on the board, you gotta imagine that the nail arts as well as Shaman Stone are gonna get picked up in short order.
Oh yeah,
White
almost
fragment for
definitely.
Jason.
I can see at least the nail art that was like 100-ish essence getting picked up like almost immediately, especially if Moucheron checks essence. Since he already has the Nomai skill, and I believe the Gorb skill too, so he should be at like 300 already.
Yeah, quite a bit of essence already for Moucheron.
If he kills Zero too, he's just gonna get Shaman Stone immediately.
I'm sure he will take all the help he can get right now.
And Moucheron also skips Soul Catcher? Oh no. Why are you like this?
Setting a Dream Gate in Crossroads. That's interesting. Oh, we got some zooms for Jason, some Sprint Master. Let's go.
Yay.
Also, gotta say, Jason's skin, the C dash, is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice skin. Very well done.
Moucheron still on the quest to be the most noble knight in all the land, saving more innocent grubbies.
I wonder if the String Gate even saves much time for Moucheron.
Yeah, I imagine bench warping to the Crossroads stag and just walking there is going to be very comparable, because you don't have to do the Dream Gate animation for the warp.
Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's gonna be getting this grub. I don't know if he's gonna be taking the tram or checking shops here. Like, either option is as likely right now.
Looks like Jason's gonna lure this enemy over for this pogo to get up and get the King's Arena check, which is a respectable decision right now, considering the spells that he has.
Okay, I don't know why you put down that Dream Gate. You have a tram bench right here, buddy. Yeah, it looks like he is taking the tram. I don't know if he's gonna get the bench and go for shops or just head straight for resting rounds here. Nope, just resting rounds.
Alright. I mean, there's nothing on the board except for C dash that Moucheron would be able to tell that Jason has right now, right? So he wouldn't be aware of Mothwing Cloak or Dive or anything else being in play at the moment.
Yeah, although I believe Jason actually marked Visit Lake of Honor Blue Lake fairly early compared to him marking Kill Myla. So Moucheron should know that Jason had something before C-Dash. Not quite what it is.
Distant Village.
Oh, that's actually nice for Brum's Flame later on. Jason...
I was actually thinking that was a goal, but that was one of the cards we re-rolled earlier.
Jason not looking too good here.
Oh, that's a rough one.
There he goes. Infamous first city room.
That's a tough place.
You hate to see that one. I will say that the one that cursed Jason there was in fact not me, but Matulu in chat who said, "Don't die, Jason."
Mathulu, I can't believe you would do that intentionally like that. I thought you were a nice guy, but...
I don't take responsibility for that one. I would never intentionally try to commentator's curse anyone in the race for the sake of content.
I totally would.
Alright, yeah, we're seeing Moucheron actually pick up that Cyclone Slash. It's a very good nail art for dealing damage, actually.
Jason's Dream Gate here is actually pretty cool because the pogo to get up there is actually kind of annoying if you don't have vertical movement.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one to set there.
And I'm going to get this Distant Village stag check, it looks like, which is good. Wonder if we'll see the bottom Beast Den check.
Yeah, that one takes a while. But we'll see.
Oh!
Oh! Alright. Was that at the
Unbelievable.
Gauntlet? I wonder if Moucheron's checking that anytime soon. Oh no, I think that was at the Journal, wasn't it?
That was the Journal, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I think Moucheron will be getting that soon.
Oh
there's
my!
Shades of the best spell! Let's
Best spell
go.
already picked up. Let's get hogged
Now
up
I'm
about
hyped.
that. And we know Shaman Stone's available pretty early too, so I'm sure
Oh yeah,
Jason's
for
going to be
sure.
pretty happy with his options for damage for the rest of this
Oh wait, I said
playthrough.
Moucheron was gonna pick that up soon, but Moucheron doesn't have dive still.
Oh, you're right.
He actually can't go down here. Where is he going then?
Zero,
He's
maybe?
going back to kill Zero?
I guess so. He probably just wants to get the rest of those early essence pickups. Or was Shaman Stone the only one available? Was the other nail art affordable with what he
It
has?
was about 600.
Okay. So I
That's
guess.
rough for Moucheron actually then, because that not checking Salubra is really hurting him now.
Oh, for sure. No, Jason's got, aside from the claw, which we know is at Grubs, unless he finds a dupe, he's got pretty much full movement now. I mean, I think almost all the goals are going to be available at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, as far as there's a few goals that are still locked by Claw here, like Larian's Telescope, QG Grubs, Lore Tablets and Archives, that we're not gonna be seeing when Jason's in, that Moucheron kind of has an advantage in, since he knows where Claw is. But
Jason was getting my hopes up there for an early Hive Night, letting me down.
Jason is doing the Go and Garpy journal entry goal, I think.
That's a respectable choice.
Yep. It's a nice early goal to get out of the way. Yeah, this is a very Grim heavy seed for sure. Moucheron picking up that Shaman Stone. He's gotta make a decision here though. Can't quite go anywhere else for now.
Yeah. Gotta get those shops checked out. I mean, what else is in logic for Moucheron to check that we haven't seen? I mean, the Ancestral Man Soulcatcher check.
Yeah,
I know.
Massive Charger, Moloch.
Yeah, Moloch. There are other options, but shops has gotta be a priority.
Oh, it looks like he's taking that early Dreamgate he said in Crossroads, so he might be going for shops now, yeah.
Heads up Dreamgate if he's going for that Shade Skip, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, although he still has the lower Tram bench either way, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason picking up that journal now.
It's a good
Moucheron is
play.
at, I believe, 6 grubs, so he's not far from Claw here. Would be interesting to see if Moucheron actually gets both Claw and Wing soon. The chick is kind of hard to miss, the one that Jason got wings from, so I imagine Moucheron will run into it sooner or later.
I guess it just depends on if he gets Claw first and then he starts going after goals and kind of starts skipping checks on the way.
Yeah, I would say Right City's still very strong for the goals on the board. That's why I think it's hard to miss the journal there.
Yeah, Moucheron opting for that Shade Skip.
And now he's warping. And now he's Dreamgate, okay.
Putting that Dreamgate to good use. Expert routing here. I'm always a fan.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, out of the claw-locked goals, Nosk is also claw-locked.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So yeah, Jason with his wings, he could do a few things, but not as much as Moucheron could if he had Claw by now. Either way, Moucheron's about to like catch up here very slowly. I think the one big thing he's gonna be missing will be C-Dash. I forgot where that was.
That was at Sporgs.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think this dive is probably gonna make him want to go into City. Not sure if we're gonna see the C-Dash, but it's not really important for him now anyway.
with wings being available so early.
Yeah, and for Moucheron also Claw.
Yeah. I don't see C-Dash being too important at the moment.
And there's a journal at Sly, a journal at Slubra, I believe 2 journals at Leggy there.
Ew. I think Jason accidentally getting that Aspid kill, but it's got the Dream Gate, so no problem. Can always just warp back and try that Pogo again.
2 journals? Buying 270 GeoJournal. Unfortunately, won't make a profit off that. Oh, this is... Could be Grubs and Massive Moss Charger from Moucheron here. Okay, yeah, he's getting those 2 fast crops. I like this, actually. This is nice.
Yeah, for sure.
He's getting the early claw.
Jason, I presume going for that 420 Geo Rock goal and getting the bench for Markoth for later whenever Shade Cloak is found.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense for Jason to do this. Could be seeing Jason go for Tiso too here, actually.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of an annoying. It's kind of an annoying climb, but I know Jason would be able to do it. He's learned some of the fancy.
It's not bad.
It's also a nice bench for Colos out later on, if it comes down to that.
I hope it comes down to that.
That Hopper is just vibing on those spikes. Alright then.
Hoppers just like to do some interesting things. We don't question them. We just let them play.
I've noticed lately that I would enter a room and I would just see a Hopper chilling into the ground for a little while. They've got their own Oh, no, Jason's got 3 Hoppers down here with him.
Do you ever have it happen to you where the Hoppers just come all the way down the vertical shaft that you just dove down and then they snipe you at the bottom? Because that's always fun.
I've actually had a Hopper like fall into me during this last dive here on the way to the Geo Rock, and like as he was like falling into me, he just died to the dive that I was in the middle of. It was actually a nice experience to witness.
I have died because of that once. It was pretty fun.
Oh, and there's a
shriek. Jason's just getting buff.
Too. Yeah. Crossroads stack for Moucheron here, but this is his 9th grub he's heading to, which is really important for him, actually.
Jason opting to...
Was Joni's like 10 or something?
I don't remember.
That's actually relevant for another goal on the board. But yeah, if Moucheron takes this claw and goes into crypts with it, I think he's gonna be contesting not Jason. Did I say Jason? Moucheron. He's gonna be contesting Jason a bit here.
Oh, Jason getting a King Soul already, so we know King's Brand was at Grubs, I think, for 5. So
yep.
Abyss is definitely in logic.
Does he remember Joni's? I want to see Joni's. I think it's this one. No, that's Stalwart. Okay, it's the next one. Oh, it's 9.
9.
Nice.
And Moucheron clearing out Grubs. Only a couple left. A lot of cheap Grubs on the seed.
All he needed there, really. Yeah.
Alright, so he's got Claw. See what he does with it.
Killing Moloch. Interesting first decision. I would have not made this decision.
Yeah, there's a lot of goals on the board he could go after with Claw.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he'd rather kill Moloch here. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe he's just trying to think and doing a check while thinking.
Jason having a little bit of a rough time with the Aspid there, not cooperating. Finally getting the Pogo off, though.
But yeah, as Moucheron right now, he's got a lot of the board open to him. I would like to see him go, obviously, into Right City, start making progress towards that, learning his telescope goal, also get some relics over to Lem, buy all those journals, because I know he's had his eyes on the journals.
Yeah, yep, those both would be very good plays.
He'll also get started on that Tiso questline.
King Station Stag, nice. Nice location for that. I'm thinking Moucheron probably just needs like a minute to think, and that's probably why he went after Moloch. I know I do that sometimes.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Have the wheels turn in his head here and be like, yeah, let's go right side. I believe in you, Moucheron.
Is this even randomized? Oh, and we're seeing Soul Catcher now. This is fast with Claw.
I'm actually kind of a fan of this, though, just like getting some fast. Grimmchild?
Who was it that called it out? Oh my god.
Grimmchild. That's important.
Wow. Alright. We got a Grimmchild at Soulcatcher. That's pretty big.
The only
I
thing that's
know
a
someone
little,
in chat called it out, so...
it's just a little unfortunate that he hasn't picked up Shade Soul,
Yeah, he hasn't gone to right side. There's like so many spells waiting there.
but I mean, this is still fine. He's got Shaman Stone. I mean, it's not that bad if he decides
Oh,
to
he's
fight
got
this.
he's got an invisible Grimmchild here. He's going to be using the allowed fix for this, which is deploying a bench and then equipping, like unequipping and re-equipping Grimmchild. Since he breaks on transitions, if you just bench in the same room, no, you have to get off the bench. No, you have to wait. Oh my god, he is not informed.
Can you walk us through how to do this, Conra? I actually mess it up all the time too.
He has to wait. Like he's just pausing before Grimmchild actually shows up. There you go.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, he's deleting the
He's
bench.
just removing the bench. Okay, I was worried there for a second. He was pausing before Grimmchild could show up, so I thought he actually was confused that it was like not working.
All right, we get a Grim fight. I'm getting my popcorn. Let's go.
Yep. Still haven't seen. Actually, yeah, Jason is heading towards Colo bench here, so maybe Jason will be doing that Tiso shield goal soon here.
That's definitely a smart thing to do right now, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. Moucheron didn't actually do the 10 life put masks goal, even though he could do that pretty easily now that he has Joni's blessing. Got a mask shard and another dash at Colo. Honestly, not a horrible decision when you already have a reason to do Colo 1.
Yeah? And considering that would give you access to Markoth later, that actually could be a nice combo of goals.
Right, Tendril's Journal Enter is well locked behind Shade Cove there.
Yeah, true. And he's got Shade Soul, so I mean, it's not a bad idea. Tisa's one of my favorite characters in the game. Yeah, he's just so happy.
He's my favorite. Oh yeah, Jason actually has to shade skip this too, since he didn't pick up Claw.
Oh yeah, that's true. Nor does he have a Dreamer yet, so you can't even do the infection tricks with the Vengefly.
Yeah, although the Wings shade skip is very easy, so at the very least he won't have trouble with that. Might even get that Blue Lake Egg check here. I don't think he's done that yet.
Oh yeah, Progression Egg could be something.
Good old Progression Egg. I love Tisa's voice acting so much.
Tisa's great. Inspiration for all of us.
Just hold your nose and you too can be like Tisa.
It's like Moucheron's doing fine on this Grim fight. I think this is either the second or third balloon, and he's not in trouble on his HP or anything, so
really
make it easy work with Grim.
That he didn't pick up the Shade Soul.
Yeah, that's how it is, I guess.
As we say, it do be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes, my friends. Wow, I can't believe Jason would murder our favorite character like that. What the heck? What a monster. Doing it for bingo goals.
Yeah, Jason was actually kind of a murderer this seed, I noticed.
Myla, Tiso, who's next?
Zod. He has to defeat Zod in honorable combat. Unfortunately, can't quite murder him.
Unfortunately. That's one I would agree with. Besides Myla, of course. I mean, of course.
You monster.
Right?
Alright, so we're up to 7 here for Jason. Moucheron working on his third. We'll see where he goes from here. Jason might be going into checks mode for a while here now. Don't know if he's ever checking grubs at this rate. Finding the dupe
Alright.
claw is probably his best hope.
And Grim goes down.
How
The
dare you
shade
not
soul.
shades?
That's
Moucheron,
just
please go to right side. Oh my god.
that is just fascinating.
Ooh.
Ew. This check here is pretty reasonable with wings, but these jumps are a little awkward without claw.
There's a dreamer for him. A bit too late though.
First streamer, and that's another Shades or a Void Heart piece for Moucheron at Grim.
Moucheron, please go to right side. Maybe this dreamer will make him want to do that. Come on. Oh, if he finds C-Dash, he could also maybe just do that instead. Not sure why he's avoiding right side so much. I think he just forgot that Crypts is like super accessible for him right now. It looks like Jason is gonna hit for Lost Skin here in the meanwhile.
That's a good play. Give him that essence for that Shaman Stone too.
Oh, there is, yeah, Moucheron's getting C-Dash. Could get interesting.
Oh, I could not read that. What was it? Basin? Fountain?
Oh, I didn't look. Oof.
It's so hard for me to read that over the text.
I can usually read it, but I actually wasn't looking this time. Oh, Lifefoot Core. That could be interesting. Since Moucheron's still not taking off that, well, not getting that 10 Lifefoot Mask goal.
How many masks would he get right now if he equipped that? The Joni's Blessing.
I forgot exactly how many it is. He might get like 7 or something.
So you probably would want to do that. I mean, that'd be pretty reasonable from Queen Station and just go and get the autopilot seal lifeblood.
So Moucheron had 2 or 3 journals because he's coming up to Legular, who I know had 2 journals here. Guess we'll find out in a second. I remember him having at least 2.
What is simple key basin today? A King's Idol.
Not Claw, people leave.
Can't believe it.
Damn, Jason's on a murder spree here.
Did he just accidentally kill the crawler on the side? I think he did. Yeah, I think he's warping out. I think he heard the enemy go pop, and he's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he definitely killed it. I forgot about this, but yeah, Loskin kind of annoying to do for Jason since he does have to poke all the way up there. And Moucheron also talking to Legular from the right side.
Like he's like,
have
I'm
they
not
agreed
Lem.
to this or something? Did they agree to this or something? And yeah, it looks like he's actually buying the journals. Really unfortunate. None of these like really profit though. Let's see, how many does he have? He's not checking them. Where is he thinking of going?
Was there one
Is there
here?
one here? Oh, I think there was, yeah.
Dude, that
Interesting you
memory
missed
though.
This one, yeah.
I would never have remembered that.
Yep, and that should be 5 for
That's
him.
5.
So I think Moucheron is actually in a nice position here right now, since he does have the claw, which unlocks like way more than the wings currently.
Yeah.
He's got King's Brand, which is also at Grubs, that's also access towards another goal on the board. And
Going
also like the
for-
Grimmchild that was at Soul Catcher is, well, 3 goals, which he got 1 of already. So as soon as Moucheron goes to right side, we could see him get a lot here. Now you have to go from the top if you want to do this with Claw.
Parry Revic for the Pogo. Come on, Moucheron. This is your chance to be a hero.
But yeah, as soon as Moucheron goes to right side, he could get a lot. He just needs to stop being a wuss and actually go to right side.
Getting called out. It's a pale ore for nail upgrades, our favorite.
Where is he going? Hold on.
Wait. Is there like something else here that I don't know about?
Well, the Whispering Root isn't randomized on this mode, so unless he just really wants to do the Glade Whispering Root out of all of them, I'm not
Wait.
sure why he's doing this.
There's a whispering root here? I never knew that.
We learn something new every day.
Oh my goodness. That's something. I apologize to anyone I've played a super junk pit with lately.
So me.
Alright, Jason doing this Lost Kin fight, one of the best fights in the game, in my opinion.
But yeah, it looks like Moucheron finally heading into crypts and probably right side here.
Let's go.
So if he checks at least the journal and the rest of the fast checks, he will probably get wings out of this, but either way he gets access to a lot of goals. Getting the distant village tag would benefit him a lot though, because then we could see a Brahms flame getting picked up.
Yeah, simple key. Waterways is open.
Was there anything in Waterways this time around?
I don't
Nightmare
think so.
King Grim forgot home, I guess. Could be nice.
Oh yeah, that's
You
true.
do have access to that.
I just want to see Fluke Marm, Conrad. That's, honestly.
Dude, Clyde flew for it.
Listen, any chances we get for Fluke Marm, I've just got to root for.
That's true, although they will probably destroy Fluke Marm at this point in the seed.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I like my Fluke Marm deaths, honestly.
Buff Fluke Marm win.
Random Man's gonna put in some evil code. It's like when you get Shade Soul triple Fluke Marm's HP. Alright, Lostkin goes down. Jason making easy work of that.
Moucheron's taking the elevator down here. So this could be it for him. If he picks up the journal here and checks Distant Village tag, either way he has reasons to go to Distant Village because of Brahms Flame.
Oh yeah,
So
true.
as long as he doesn't skip the journal, this is very big for him. Not sure what Jason's gonna be doing now. Probably picking up Shaman here since he did kill Luskin.
Yeah, that's good. Could always do Coliseum Zote right now, right? Head over to Deep Nest from the lower tram.
Yeah, that's definitely his best opportunity for a goal right now. I don't know if he has anything. I mean, Hive Knight, I guess he has access to as well.
Yeah.
Millibell by selling relics to... No, he doesn't have simple keys actually.
Yeah, we need simple keys.
Yeah, Colozo probably his best option.
Calls out and Hive Knight. Everything else, I guess, he needs checks for. But still, it would get him up to 10 goals with just those two.
Yeah, the thing is, he wouldn't win out of that. He definitely has to do something else. Although he doesn't know Lifeblood cores at the fountain, he could maybe try to do some sketchy Lifeblood routing to get that 10 Lifeblood.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a fan of that too, so let's hope Jason does that.
Distant Village Stag, there we go, okay.
Oh, I forgot Jason had this bench already.
Yeah, looks like Jason's saving Zote here, so... But this is definitely getting interesting. It looks like Jason's like really far ahead right now, but in reality, Moucheron's got a huge advantage on the remaining goals.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like he's going straight for that distant village. He has enough geo too, so... And he's getting Shade Soul.
Yeah,
Alright.
Shade Soul Shaman, let's go, Moucheron.
Yeah, you need Claw for Nosk, serious business.
Alright, this gets us our wings for Moucheron.
Yep, and he's also gonna be getting Brahms Flame here. You don't actually need Grimmchild to be visible to get Brahms Flame. I don't know if he's informed of that. Yeah, Moucheron with almost full movement here now. Babala, Gino, Sego, Nara.
Brum is a great character as well.
Baba Gundab.
Luckily, we don't kill Brum.
And there's another goal for Moucheron. I gotta give the voice acting, since we're on Jason's audio.
We appreciate
Alright.
that, Conra. Voice acting is important.
This could be Watchers for Moucheron here.
With Shade Still Shaman, that's definitely a nice play. You can see Moucheron stop there in front of the door to Pleasure
Yeah,
House.
he was thinking about
He's
it, but he
thinking
only has
about
one
Millville.
key.
Ooh,
Who knows,
strength
Watchers might have
Jason.
another one.
That's gonna
Bro does
probably...
not say that combination of words, Maddie. I have no idea what you could possibly be talking about.
Yeah, so Jason picking up that unbreakable strength, so he's got to be thinking that Coliseum goal is not unreasonable at all. But I wonder if he'd even equip that, honestly. He's got Shaman Stone. Or he has.
And now, to this point in the race, Jason still hasn't checked Grubs, so he has no idea where Claw is unless he finds a dupe. For now, he's just trying just to survive.
Do you even remember Grubs at this point? Like, do they cross your mind at a certain point?
I honestly don't know if he will think of them. I feel like finding the dupe Claw might be the best option for him, but we don't know if the dupe Claw is even reachable for him.
He might think about it when he starts, like, looking for checks after this next couple of goals.
Yeah, of course, troublesome.
Dude, getting that shriek. Let's go.
Yep. Getting a nice Watcher's fight here from Moucheron. That's 3 checks and a goal. Very nice for him at this point in the race.
I'm always a fan of my Watchers play.
Could also see those archived lore tablets coming in play soon. Bro, you Shade Soul. You have Shade Soul.
Maybe he had thought he had Descending Dark. All right, Coliseum, get some content. Let's go.
Okay, I feel like there's something going on in chat here, but I don't quite want to pay any attention to
it. This is a formal commentary stream. I don't know if that sort of thing would be appropriate right now. I'm watching my content, okay? We got Watcher Nights and Coliseum going on.
Yeah, there's some content going on here.
There's some action. I gotta get this intense play-by-play. Oh,
not to mention we're getting Shade Soul action too.
Exactly. Shade Soul on 2 screens at once. You can never get a value that good. So.
Yep.
Dude, that jump over that Watcher Night, Moucheron putting on some intense display of skill here.
He's got those really close dodges going on for sure.
Man. Dashing underneath the Watcher that's bouncing into the floor right above his head. Making quick work of that.
Very clean Watcher Knight skill from Moucheron right there. Jason's having fun with the Aspen in the meanwhile.
I agree, Jason. When you have those Aspids, the only thing you can do is just use Shriek. Just blast them out of existence.
Honestly, just yell at them, yeah.
Just yell at them. I hate you, Aspids! That's what the Knight does every time he uses Shriek. Ooh, Jason. Jason, careful, buddy.
Uh-oh.
It's Coliseum 1. You wouldn't want to,
Yeah, Jason would never actually die in Coliseum 1, would he? There's no such way. There's no way that would ever
Nobody
happen.
ever dies in Coliseum 1 with Shade Soul and Shaman Stone, right? And Shriek.
Either way, Moucheron getting that Larian Telescope goal here, and an egg for his efforts. We'd love to see the egg. This could be him selling to Lem now, maybe grabbing a Waterways bench here. Could be useful for him.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a very handy bench to have. With dive. Oh, nope, he's going... Where?
Where are we going?
Is this a Spike Tunnel play? No way, right?
Is this...
Oh, it could be Nos.
Nos? Yeah, it could be. He's got Trampass. He doesn't have Kingsley yet, does he? I think he only has... Have we seen Moucheron pick up another white fragment?
This is an interesting drop we've just seen there. But yeah, getting the lower Tram bench here could be very good for him, actually. I like that. I was thinking he would sell to Lem just because He does have that much
What
geo.
if he snipes Hive Knight before Jason gets there? That could actually be really good.
Oh, he has Grimmchild on, right? I forgot about that because his
Oh,
Grimmchild isn't
that's
spawning.
the invisible Grimmchild.
Oh god. Alright.
He should be okay. He's got the tram pass bench, right, Moucheron?
Yep.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
almost made a whoopsie there. Almost did the whoopsie.
Would hate to see that, huh? You
Yeah, that would
remember.
be
We're
unfortunate.
good. Dude, I really love that
But yeah,
skin by Jason, though. The spell
that's
effect's
very
pretty
nice.
cool.
Yeah, take off that Grimmchild. Okay, where is he going now? Can't get the Void Tendril journal entry since that's behind the Shade Gate. I'm not sure why he wants to go down here right now.
Well, that fountain check reminded him of the 10 lifeblood goal. He's going...
Doesn't look like it. It could be a reason for him to sell to... This is kind of strange. Like, I respect going to the Abyss, but he doesn't have, like, Shade Cloak to actually get the journal entry right now.
Yeah. Nor did
Moucheron
he
definitely
equip
has, like, an
lifeblood.
advantage in items here, but if he doesn't make use of that advantage, sooner or later, Jason will, you know, find one of them at least.
And it looks like he's aiming to go to the right side.
That's not how the Abyss drop works, unfortunately.
I don't know, Conra.
Some nice
I love
Zod
hitting
content.
spikes. Jason doing his best to murder another character in this game.
If Moucheron leaves a Dream Gate here, then I respect the play, I guess. But either way, he could still go for another static goal. He can get like Hive Knight or Nosk or really just anything else. Archive
Shake
Lord
Cloak for
Tablet.
Jason. That's Markov.
Yep, Jason definitely gonna head for that Markov now. Probably has Void Tendrils journal entry on his mind. Oh god.
But he hasn't
That's a
found
lot of siblings.
freaky little siblings. Little sibs. They're the bestest of friends. They just want to give Moucheron a nice big warm hug.
Yep.
I like hugs. I don't know if I would like a hug from those siblings. But that might be mean of me. Maybe I should just embrace them.
But they're your siblings. They're family.
Alright, Jason with the Markov fight.
He'll be fine. He has Shriek.
Nobody would ever die to this fight in a race.
No one would ever die. I mean, he has Shriek. He was fine.
That was actually pretty dang fast.
Yep, there we go. There's a Dream Gate from Moucheron. I like that. Coming here all the way just to warp back out would be unfortunate. At least ripping the Dream Gate behind, he can get the... And yeah, Jason's gonna be heading for his next static goal here, which is Hive Knight, but I believe he's at 10 right now. This will put him at 11, and then he definitely has to start doing checks. I could see him maybe make his way up to Queen's Gardens to get those... No, he can't actually, yeah. He still needs Claw for that.
I do wonder if Jason will end up going after the lifeblood goal before he commits to playing checkers for a while after this.
I mean, yeah, if Jason gets it at this point, it's literally just Moucheron's like fault for not using Joni's blessing when he had it for the half of the race.
And he knows where the other lifeblood charm is. I mean, he might be selling to Lem right now. There is that chance, and if he does, that would be a very heads-up play.
Alright, so we're getting the Lim visit here. Could possibly get a few more checks. I would like to see a Waterways bench too, maybe, for that NKG fight later on. If Moucheron is informed, at least.
Would you like
God.
to... Oh,
That's a rough death from Jason.
bees go buzz.
Buzz buzz.
And the knight, unfortunately, didn't make it out alive that time.
Extra vessel here from Moucheron.
Shade Soul Shaman and an extra vessel? Is this heaven? I'm curious to see what Moucheron does here next with this. That's enough Geo to buy out that fountain check. Oh, I'll get the bench at Waterways first. Oh, he's...
Oh,
but-
already?
but-
I mean, he doesn't have a second simple key. That's... I mean,
I
may as well
wonder-
make progress toward it.
I wonder if
Oh,
he's thinking that he can use his first simple key on... Wait, did he open them on the Waterways? Actually, don't... He stopped at that, didn't he?
He opened the Waterways door.
Yeah, okay.
Jason having a rough time here in Hive.
Putting the Dream Gate down this time, taking no chances.
Yeah, we'll be seeing Moucheron start up this goal. Can't quite finish it without a simple key, but once he gets one, he can just go there and finish it up. That's not how much you need to donate.
Need 1,500 more.
That's also not how much you need to donate.
No, you need 450 more. Moucheron, go back.
He is not informed, as I would say. Alright. So he's donating some more. Okay, that's enough.
I mean, if you insist, I'm sure Millabelle will take your money.
He has to sit down on the bench either way, though, or else he actually won't go away. So he's might end up donating all of his money here,
Oh no,
since he's not informed.
that's what he's doing.
No, looks like he's maybe gonna sit on a... okay, he's just piecing out.
Yeah.
What is this?
Well, either way, when he comes back later, she will be gone. Assuming he does other things in between.
I'm confused, like what? I don't know what Moucheron is doing. Like he has so many goals he can reach. I'm just confused why he's just standing still next to the QGA room. I wouldn't consider him Oh, there we go. He's finally equipping Jonies. Although
Okay.
this is a 2 lifeblood here, so he needs to go find another mask.
If he takes the stag and goes to... I don't know where else he can go, actually. I don't know what stags he has available. And Dreamgate as well doesn't really put him in a good spot.
Get some counting going on, Moucheron. That's not 10.
That is, in fact, one number away from 10.
But yeah, Autopilot's heal has a free lifeblood available. Dude!
Oh no.
Oh my god. Uninformed. You hate to
Moucheron
see.
giving up.
This
And
is
again,
turning out to be in Jason's favor now because Moucheron seems to be very much in favor of throwing away his advantage as much as possible.
Yeah, he had a good shot there to catch up and...
Definitely has more
Yeah.
reachable goals than Jason right now. So yeah. Oh,
There's
Jason.
Jason.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Just wanted to make it close. Wanted to make it exciting for the viewers. I respect it. Hive Knight is a scary boss and is worthy of close fights now and then. It's your favorite boss, I hear, right, Conrad?
No comment. Oh, there's a simple key for Jason. He's never checked Crypt, so I don't think he knows. Was that where the second one was, or was it at Watchers? I forgot. No, I think it was at Crypts, right?
White Fragment?
The simple key.
Simple key. Yes, we saw one in Crypts, yes.
But yeah, I did say Moucheron had an advantage, but it looks like he's not really...
Oh,
Oh, there's
okay,
like a
okay,
key
there's a
too.
goal.
The seed is feeding Moucheron goals. Please go get your goals, buddy. The seed
do
is
Mantis
begging
Lords
you
right
to
now.
get goals.
Don't do Mantis. Don't do Mantis Lords.
Moucheron, buddy, the seed is literally asking you to go get goals.
Go play with Lifeblood. Go check Shade Soul.
Don't know if he's just looking for Shade Cloak at this point. I have no idea what else he could possibly be looking for.
He could get the Queen's Garden scrubs right now too, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it would take a bit of a while to get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this Shade Soul check? Please let this be Shade Soul check. Come on, buddy. Jason can't get Void Tendrils because he doesn't have King's Brand, which we know is at Grubs, but Jason does not know that because he's never checked Grubs.
He also can't get Millbell because he doesn't have a second simple key yet.
Yeah.
He could do Nosk. He could do the he could do the tablets and Teacher's Archives. So yeah, Moucheron has so many goals he could go after right now.
Yeah, Moucheron could get the rest of this boards depending on where he chooses to go do checks.
It's like everything except for Void Tendrils and Millbell right now are available.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright,
I gotta yell at people or else they're not gonna learn that they're doing mistakes. If you tell them they're not informed, they will be informed for the next race.
This is true. Jason might
Jason's
be going
gonna
after
snipe
the Lifeblood
because, surprise, surprise, the goal is not gonna wait forever.
Unbelievable. Wait.
That's not how it works, Jason. Jason, Jason, no, Jason.
Jason, equip 2
Jason,
Lifeblood.
buddy, please.
Jason sits on bench to equip Lifeblood Charm. Oh, just kidding. Jason's smart. He's like, yeah, I'm dreamgating this. He's just thinking on his feet.
Alright, so is this gonna be autopilot? Green path tag into autopilot, I mean.
I wonder. It's got 4. This gives him a 6. Either way,
Moucheron could literally just equip Joni's Blessing and go to autopilot and get this goal. He could have done that for the past 30 minutes, but we don't talk about that.
either way, Jason has to visit 2 more Lifeblood sources here.
He just has to get the autopilots, then he can Dreamgate.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And he can get hit 1 time because of the... He'll get 3 from the autopilot seal location. Alright, Moucheron making quick work of that Soul Warrior.
A nice Shade Soul combat going on here. Now, I wish that gave him an extra mask. Maybe he would have re-equipped Joni's Blessing. Either way. Alright, where is he going now?
Jason doing some
gotta
gutsy
realize
checks on the way too.
Oh, did Jason take a hit? Yeah, he did. So now this next, like, if he takes 1 more hit, then he actually has to change his route or redo it.
Definitely doing some gutsy platforming. I respect it,
Yeah, Lantern
though.
was at 2 Grubs. Grubs had a lot of things.
Lantern was 2, Kingsbrand was 5. Claw was 9.
So, where is Moucheron going now? Doesn't look like it's a goal, that much I can tell, but if it's a Waterways bench, that's fine. Okay.
Might be setting up for NKG.
Sure, I hope so.
Not the first one I would go for, though. He's got to think he's got the advantage on the Nightmare King Grim goal. In fact, if I was Jason, if I found Grimmchild right now,
you
I
have
wouldn't even
Lord
contest it.
bench. You could also just go back to start and do the Lord tablets. I don't
Yeah.
know what he's hoping to find at this point. Like, random checks aren't gonna carry him anymore. The best he could find is like Shade Cloak to do the Void Tendrils. But at this point in the seed, you kinda have to go to like Nosk, right?
Yeah. Just any static goal, just go after it.
And like this 10 life but gold too, it's like he had Jonies for so long. It was literally just put that on, go to like a quick location and get the goal. I don't know why exactly he just didn't want to do that. Oh, and there's a second simple key for him, so that's Millibell, but I don't know if he ever went back to Slash the...
That last lifeblood bug running away from Jason, but he finally gets it.
Yeah, and Jason gets this well-deserved snipe, honestly.
That's an impressive snipe. Moucheron getting Hera, Black Egg Temple check later.
Yep. Where is Jason going?
Jason found a simple key, right? I don't think Jason has two.
Yeah, this could be Jason's winning play, actually, if he checks waterways, since there is a simple key down here that Moucheron just found. If Moucheron doesn't go to Millibell like right now, he's probably losing to this.
He's got to do it because he's already put the money inside of her bank.
Yeah, he hasn't gone back and actually hit the sign
Just
yet, but
he's just got to go talk to her again.
I think he sat on a bench since then, so he should find the sign when he goes there.
Okay, it's on his mind.
Is this nail upgrades for Jason? Or what is this?
Might just be doing checks before he goes to waterways. I don't think he's been over here yet, has he?
No, he hasn't? That makes sense. Oh, maybe he just wants to sell to Lamb.
Yeah. He might be thinking... I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's doing either. I should just
skipping rafters and then getting the Lem egg?
This confuses me, but I believe in Jason.
There's a Pale Lore. Might be going for those nail upgrades. I don't know why, though. He already did Coliseum. There's no reason to do that.
I guess he just wants to check storms then. I don't know.
Freeing a grub.
Saving
Is he gonna check
grubs? Fourth grub. Jason, please.
I wonder what he's gonna think when he finally checks grubs.
Okay, Moucheron hitting the sign here. So he will be getting this goal. And then he has to start doing some boss fights, really.
Yeah.
You only... Okay, he didn't mark it.
Taking out his frustration on Millbell. Totally understandable.
I'm not sure this is the point where he should be wasting time doing this, but yeah.
Alright, Moucheron, what are you doing next? Nosk.
Nosk is calling, buddy.
Umu.
Did he actually do the checks in Pleasure House, by the way?
I don't think I saw that.
What is this? Where are you going, buddy? Don't tell me you're going to Crystal Peaks right now. You are not going to Crystal Peaks right now.
It's a great place for checks, but that's not what you need at the moment. What you need is gold.
What is his reason for doing checks? I'm confused. Like, what is he looking for?
He's still looking for
Shade Cloak?
Yeah.
Just makes like so little sense.
As time goes on, we're getting closer and closer to the point where Jason's going to either remember to check grubs or he's going to find a dupe claw somewhere. And then that's going to just...
Why not kill Nosk? Why not kill Umu? I don't get that.
Yeah.
You have like perfect access to that. He went for Millibell, so at least he knows that he can reach other goals. Maybe he just... I don't know. I'm confuzzled.
Confuzzled, bamboozled.
I've accepted that I just have no idea what's going on in Moucheron's mind at this point. Yeah, if Jason gets to 13, he wins. Jason could get to 13 by just checking grubs, by the way. Easily.
He gets 5 grubs for claw, and then suddenly so many things become available.
Oh, he can just get 1 grub and then get King's Brand and just win off that. He doesn't even need claw anymore.
That's true. A 5th grub would do it. Dude, he's gonna check the thing that
he needs
skipped.
claw to get that one, Jet.
Moucheron never checked the item here in Nowise's location. Jason making you proud, Conra, doing this dark room.
He doesn't know the wing setup. I'm disappointed, honestly. Yeah, that's a nice dark room.
Hey, goo. Moucheron not missing out on too much there.
Where is he going? Joni's? Oh, maybe he might be checking cliffs now. I don't think he actually did that early on.
No, I don't think he did.
Dude, why is Moucheron checking peaks? Oh my god, I'm done. I'm not looking at the. Oh hey, Jason's showcasing that invisible georock, or rather the hidden georock in cliffs. He loves to see it.
That's the first time I've seen that, so now I know.
Moucheron is already super far ahead, but Shade Cloak would seal the deal because then Jason would definitely need Claw unless he checks Soul Catcher.
Well, that's
But
assuming
even then, he would
Moucheron
be,
goes after the goal in the first place, which I'm not convinced he's gonna do.
I don't know if Moucheron was just waiting to lose at this point. I don't know if he realizes Jason is missing grub checks.
He might not be aware that Jason doesn't have Claw. He probably can't conceive of the possibility that Jason just hasn't looked at grubs.
Either way, like, you've had access to Nosk for so long. You can do Umu for so long. This is so... He's just gonna die to CG1 instead. Oh, okay.
Kanya trying to give a commentator's curse.
It just looked like he was intentionally damage tanking, so I wasn't sure if he was thinking of shade skipping for a while there. But he doesn't need to shade skip, so...
Queen's Garden.
Oh, and there's
stack.
QG stack. Come on, buddy. You have to go there now.
I'll just remind Moucheron that grubs exist over there. That goals on the bingo board.
You gotta be going there now.
Shade Cloak dupe at frickin' Joni's Blessing.
Oh god, that's unfortunate.
I don't think Moucheron's going there anytime soon.
Is that Shriek for Moucheron here? Come on, takes a death. That's unfortunate. Joni's Darkroom is kind of difficult.
Okay, there's one grub.
Yeah, with Shriek, there's no reason not to do Nosk, actually, yeah.
Yeah, Nosk with Shriek is free.
Well, at least Moucheron is going for... Why are you going here?
Don't do this.
You could just go from the other side. You have to stack bench, buddy. Whatever. He's going for the grub. I respect it. I'm questioning the way he chose to go for the grub, but at least he's going for the grub.
Yes, we'll take it. Is Jason gonna light the lantern? Yeah. I forget what was it, Grim.
Alright.
Like at just the basic check now.
Oh, I don't remember. I feel like it was something, but I forgot what it was. I think it was Lufky, actually.
Oh yeah, it was. Dude, maybe we're gonna see Collector. Alright, that's the second grub.
Yep, just the one code
The third one requires
quotes.
C-dash or cool skip with
some fancy
Sharp Shadow.
Cool skips. Sharp Shadow or Spell Twister Air Stalls.
Moucheron has Spell Twister. Maybe he'll show it off.
Yeah, well, he's
even
got
though he has C-dash.
So... yeah, C-dash lock for mortals, that's true.
Like that one time that I did Nosk skip even though I had C-dash.
I mean, you're a man of the content. You gotta appreciate that.
Jason saving another grub. He's got enough grubs right now. He could win this game.
For Brand, yeah. Moucheron is just... yeah, I don't know.
Jason does not know, but right now.
Jason's getting to the point where he's gonna have to think of grubs. Oh! He's gonna get Grimmchild. This is Mount Check for Jason, yeah. This is gonna be Grimmchild for him.
Ooh.
This might actually make him get started on the on Nightmare King Grim the long way around here.
Moucheron, be careful.
Double death here, except Jason's like it's actually intended. He's doing the shade skip to get here.
Not sure Moucheron intending for that one. Showing off the new shade skip strat to get to the top grub.
Yep. Alright, so Jason fighting Grimmchild here.
Alright.
This is gonna... He
Does
might
go for it though.
I mean, it's a reachable goal.
He's got 5 things he could go for, and he knows Moucheron has this.
Yeah, he sees Moucheron is putting it off, even though he has an advantage.
But is it like... Is it a good idea? Because if you commit to this and the Moucheron snipes you, you could have just won by doing other random checks, right?
Where is this Dreamgate of his? Oh, is this nail upgrades?
Oh, Moucheron just got comboed in the most brutal way. That was 3 in a row.
Oh, that's rough.
That was a Petra like frisbee into a spike and then respawning and falling into a spike. Immediately 3 masks gone.
Oh, I guess Jason's gonna go shopping for some maybe extra notches here or something. That makes sense. He's setting up for that NKG in the long run here.
Interesting.
I mean, I respect the play, honestly. He's using that Dreamgate to the fullest right now.
You know, honestly, if he goes for the Grimmkins and he gets checks like on the way, this is a pretty good idea, I guess.
I think Jason actually wins with this. It will take a long time for him to get it, but Moucheron is like not looking like he's ever getting that goal at this point. It's honestly his own fault there. Jason's just making use of that.
Moucheron's just finding all the ways to get comboed on this screen.
Yeah, Moucheron doesn't seem to know the screen too well, unfortunately, but he finally makes the setup. Now he just has to get past this small C- section here.
I'm taking notes on how to not get comboed on that screen.
This is the more annoying part left here with those Bush boys blocking the way. Nice snipe there.
Boys, meet Shade Soul. Alright, that's all
the third grab. What does he do now? He's gotta get started on NKG or else Jason is out almost definitely sniping this. Oh, this is base.
He basically has to do NKG right now.
Yeah, for sure. Can't keep putting out. Oh, is this Nosk? Okay, we're getting Nosk. At least that's a goal.
Yeah, let's go. Queen's Garden Grubs reminding Moucheron that the bingo board does exist.
Although keep in mind here, Jason is getting nail upgrades before doing the Grim Flames, which
Jason
do actually get increased HP.
He has he has Distant Village Stags. He's probably just going to go for the God Home thing, right?
He needs Claw to reach NKG in God Home, doesn't he?
Does he?
I could be wrong, though. Isn't NKG on the upper floor? I mean, he is on the upper floor, yeah.
He's on the upper floor. Is there a platform you can jump off of?
The platform doesn't reach high enough. You do need the Claw to reach the upper floor.
Claw. Okay. Well.
Claw's at 9 grubs, by the way.
And Kingsbrand is at 5.
But yeah, getting nail upgrades before doing the flames means he might be thinking of God Home, or he just wants to do the flames with nail upgrades. Either way, it's gonna be rough for him, no matter what he chooses to do.
Yeah. Love Key Collector! I know that's not gonna happen, but I want to root for a Collector.
Yeah, if the second Jason checks grubs, he just wins, I think. Unless Shade Cloak is at Nosk.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna do my best not to be mean to them during the interview. I'm gonna make an effort.
I believe in you, Kanya. I won't judge though.
This has been a nice streak of just Pepega from both of them. But Jason admittedly making good use of what he does have, at least.
Yeah, for sure.
Moucheron getting a lot of things and not making use of them. I feel like they're just doing the opposite of the other person at this point. But either way, we're seeing Nosk now, so...
That was a nice Nosk.
Yep.
All things considered.
It was about time he went for this. Just a
Right.
nice shot, though.
Is he gonna go after Nightmare King Grim now? That is the question. If he does not, I don't know.
Well, he would need to get nail upgrades. That's... Why are you in peaks?
That's not the play.
I could see Archive's tablets, yeah. I don't know if he has enough relics to get nail upgrades.
The
Jason,
peaks.
please end this. Jason, buddy. What does he even need tier for anymore? He
Void
has
Heart.
Void Heart.
Hey, he could check stuff in Abyss now.
Yep.
They're both
There's
getting
another
Void Heart.
one.
That's pretty good. Where's Jason going?
Oh,
Grubs?
oh! Jason. Jason! Yes, Jason! Let's go, Jason!
Jason
Let's go!
suddenly
Oh
getting
my
a bout
God.
of wisdom here. That Void Heart speaking things, whispering them to his soul.
Oh, there he goes. Alright. Thank you, Jason.
Man, he's got to be kicking himself at that one. No, he leaves. Are you
Well,
kidding me?
King's brand was one check to the left, and he's focusing the claw.
If he just would have kept going, man. He would have won the game right now if he would have just checked one more to the left.
Oh my god.
I mean, this still does work, but it's going to be a bit longer. Moucheron's not exactly contesting anything here, so this is just an extra minute or so.
Yeah.
That's a moment, though.
It's okay, he's gonna check it when he gets claw, I believe in him.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, the best way for Moucheron here is to go to archives now.
Crystal Heart dupe. Not a Shade Cloak dupe. I don't think there's anything that's gonna help Moucheron out here. I don't think he's gonna find a Shade Cloak copy in time.
Does Moucheron not know he can warp to start? He might be thinking he can't get to archives with lower tablets without Shade Cloak or Isma's tier because he's not like comfortable with acid skips, but he actually started like in right side Fog Canyon, so either way he would be able to go there.
He also opened the shortcut though from the Queen Station, like Fog Canyon exit, right?
Then
So-
I have no idea why he's not
so-
going there.
So he could easily just go to Queen Station and walk to the archives.
Maybe he just doesn't know where the lower tablets are. Honestly, at this point. Either way, I believe this is Jason's win now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't see Moucheron really rushing goals at this point in the race if he hasn't until now. Now Jason is gonna check one to the left and probably realize.
He's gonna kick himself here in about 10 seconds. Or is he just gonna leave, I wonder?
If he leaves, oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh,
Okay.
okay.
He almost left.
Jason, please. And there's his lantern.
Yeah, he's going.
All right. And he's
What a
making the correct
race.
play, going for Abyss first. Let's go.
Yeah, makes sense.
First thing I'm going to ask him is, first, why didn't he check grubs earlier? But second, why did he think to check them right then?
Yeah, that's interesting. He like realized, right as he was about to go into the long trek that was the NKG quest. Oh, if Shio would be no. If Shio is a Shade Cloak, I think Jason gets it anyway. Because Moucheron doesn't have the journal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Moucheron doesn't have the journal. You'd have to go and talk to the guy.
But yeah, this will be very soon. Jason's win. Cannot wait for him to check the egg down here and find another Shade Cloak.
That would be a good meme.
Moucheron actually has access to that egg now too, because he picked up Void Heart. Would be pretty funny. And there it is. That's a GG for Jason with Void Tendrils journal entry. Ironically enough, what Moucheron had a Dreamgate for like so much of this race. What a roller coaster, man.
That was an interesting race for sure.
I will GG as well.
Alright. You want me to mark them as done?
Yeah. Last dash was Shriek. Oh, Mantis Lords. Okay. Mantis Colette, Helena, Seal Queen's Gardens. That's the Marmu one. Yeah.
GG.
Hello, Jason. GG. Let's see if Moucheron is joining voice here.
So I almost skipped that King's brand.
Yeah, that was a moment. That was definitely.
I would just do NKG with my newfound claw.
So, just was wondering why such a late grub check, and why grub check at that moment?
I knew that Moucheron had gotten stuff early, so like grubs was something early I hadn't checked. I was just doing all Moucheron probably did early that I had skipped, like grubs or like Grim or that one soul catcher check.
Oh yeah. Moucheron
So,
had those things for like so much earlier than you.
yeah, I just figured that like it had been somewhere early, so I should just go check all the early stuff. So yeah, that's why I checked grubs. I skipped grubs because there were just so many goals that I could just do, and I didn't really need claw until like the end.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honestly, I'm grateful to you for ending that.
What happened?
Well, Moucheron had essentially full movement minus Shade Cloak and his Musteer, and interestingly enough, his decision was to full clear Crystal Peaks.
I see.
Yeah, we were kind of watching for a while. He had access to Nosk for quite some time. Could have done the tablets and teachers' archives for quite some time.
He also had Jonies long before he even thought of going for the lifeboat goal.
Jonies at grubs, I'm like, okay, there's not going to be anything here then. And then I saw Claw, I'm like, okay, I found the dupe Claw. And then when I went back and saw King's Brand, I'm like, okay, that's why this hasn't been marked yet. And then I saw Lantern and was really confused.
Yeah. It was definitely questionable from our end too, because we knew like he had access to a lot of the goals. I was assuming he just wasn't comfortable with some of them with what he had, and that's why he was still doing checks. Maybe having Void Tendrils on his mind, because he actually had a Dream Gate next to Void Tendrils the whole time, but was missing Shade Cloak pretty much.
So there was one at Colo 1, and I found one at Joni's. I'm surprised that he didn't check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, he thought he needed this Mustir for the lore tablets. You actually don't need a. You just need Claw and the Crystal Heart to get them. There's like
Yeah.
one before Umu, and then one on the left side after Umu, and one on the right side after Umu.
Oh, that explains that then. So that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
You know, Jason, I was ready to see you banish and then realize you don't have Claw to actually get to NKG and Gato.
Oh no! I knew that. I just like wanted Grim first because like Claw could very well have been at Grim. Like I realized that I couldn't actually get to NKG and got him. It's really amusing
Yeah.
that you can like get to the bottom statues but not the top ones.
I actually didn't know that, so I would have likely made that exact mistake.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. It was a nice comeback though. It was definitely hype for a while. Cause like the math I was doing, Moucheron had basically, well, he could basically win with what he had for a long time, but not being comfortable with things makes sense.
I mean, he needed Shade Cloak, right? For the Void Tendrils journal entry for a bit.
Yeah.
Like I got to 12
Yeah,
goals.
that was before you marked 10 life foot masks, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. The thing is, he should have gotten the 10 Lifeblood Mass a long time before with Joni's. So that was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, that was a nice race. Good on you for checking those grubs.
That was
Thanks,
definitely
Zachary.
a moment of inspiration, if I've ever seen one.
Warping out before checking the next one after Claw, definitely a moment of inspiration.
Yeah, that was maybe if Claw was at something higher, like 17 grubs or something, I would have like checked further before just going to get grubs.
Yeah, that was a moment. Yeah, GG's to both of you. Very nice race. Some good content there.
Yeah. It was...
Did you see the Cliff's hidden Geo Rock content?
Yep, I
We did
called it
see
out.
Nice showcase. I also learned that there is a Whispering Roots in Spirit's Glade. Didn't know that before.
that was a moment for K.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for that, Moucheron.
he had the realization there. You could say Kate was enlightened by this race.
Absolutely.
The more you know.
Might come in handy someday.
I need to get better at NKG. I always like die a couple times.
It's just
Yeah,
a
there's
fast-paced fight. Takes a lot of practice.
Yeah, for sure. NKG is like very consistent, but he's got a pace.
Yeah.
Maybe if you read Conra's guide on Steam on how to fight NKG, might give you some tips.
I'll be sure to check that out.
It's a very well-written guide.
So between Grimmchild at Soulcatcher and what happened to me last race, I maybe should stop skipping checks.
Yeah, probably. It was actually funny too because someone called out that Grimmchild would be at Soulcatcher because both of you skipped it in the beginning, and then it actually turned out that it was there.
I'm glad at least both of us skipped it.
At the beginning, yeah, but then Moucheron went back for it when he got Claw later on.
Did we ever see the well check or the Gome Mask Shard?
I was going to check well and go Mask Shard, but then I found Grimmchild and then I found Claw, so I didn't end up doing that. But that was on like my list of stuff I skipped that I should go back.
Yeah.
So Moucheron graced us with a Marka or a Malik check early on, and that was
Yeah,
good.
I was very impressed by the fact that his very first decision after picking up Claw was to check Moloch. Definitely not something I would do.
Yeah, claw is a mostly useless item, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
You don't really.
It's a suggestion, that's for sure.
A largely useless movement charm.
Indeed. Oh, GG's.
Yeah, good race. There's actually going to be another race later today at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be Palm versus Mage. I
Gosh.
believe that one is on SpeedGaming too, so stay tuned for some more content there.
And this is the 4th round of the tournament for the Swiss. The matches are getting closer. Things are getting heated up. So definitely
And
stay
Jason
tuned
takes
for
a
all these
really
races.
unfortunate death to NKG there.
You guys are a bit behind.
I just stabbed back in. Yeah, it's a few hours from now.
I believe
Well, anyway,
This is probably going to be the second to last round of the tournament, right? There's probably going to
yeah,
be
I think
5
we voted
rounds.
for an extra round.
Extra round and then a bracket afterwards. So we still got a lot of Hollow Knight bingo that's going to be showcased. So stay tuned to all the Speed Gaming channels, of course. And we encourage everybody who
definitely
wants to
stay
check
tuned
out
for that.
Hollow Knight Randomizer to please get involved. It's a lot of fun. We're always happy to have new players. We have lots of guides. We have lots of experienced people who like to teach and get you started. So feel free to join. We're doing races pretty much every single day, a lot of team races and stuff. So it's a friendly environment if you would like to check this stuff out.
Yep, definitely do that.
A bit of a self-plug. I'm probably going to be releasing my Plando today, like right now, roughly. So be sure to check that out as well.
Anyway, let's end this here, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks for enjoying the content, people. See you later. Except I'm not gonna be here. It's gonna be someone else. But yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.